stop. A family shop. Think Thayer. Come on, let's get rolling. Come on, let's get moving. Think Thayer.
Well, first of all, it's an outstanding effort by our kids, outstanding effort by Central Michigan. You know, they're in first place right now. Outstanding effort by our crowd. I mean, it was the second game of a doubleheader, and you could hear chants of defense and their support late in the game. And a lot of those 2,000 people have been here for 2 games. So really proud of our kids and the fans as well. I thought we had great effort and execution for well over half the game, but really just struggled on getting some defensive rebounds consistently. When Raina Frost is one of the top rebounders in the league, and she ended up with 23 tonight, and that's how many defensive rebounds we had total. She can really didn't get subbed out. She could really rebound. We knew that. So with that said, though, we still had chances going into overtime. We're a couple defensive rebounds away from getting some stops that we needed when we played good D as well. But also credit Presley Hudson for them. Contained her in the first half, and we knew she hit her average for the last five games. But again, proud of our kids. We had an outstanding effort. I mean, 2 sophomores led us in scoring with 20 apiece, and there's just so much to talk about in this game that I was really happy with, because kids played hard. They executed at both ends of the floor, yet had some missed opportunities to get some important defensive rebounds. But credit Central, because that's their MO, and I really think we played against the player of the year in the league today against Presley Hudson. I mean, she's got the highest average in conference, bar none, for them. But it's a typical Central BG game. It's developed into an unbelievable rivalry, and talking to Sue before the game, their head coach, we both said we knew it was gonna be a good one, and it did not fail. It measured up to all the hype that we thought it would be.
Can you talk a little bit about the defensive plan for Hudson in the first half, and then what was it?
Same plan. The plan did not change. The kid's that good, and she stepped up and made some shots. So we wanted to limit some of her threes. I mean, last game she was 9 of 14 at the arc, so she had five today. One was on the logo, and another one was at the buzzer. I mean, 2 shots that are clutch, but 2 of those came off of offensive rebounds, kind of kickouts, and she just made some shots. So if we corral some more defensive rebounds, we limit some stuff. But again, give them credit. I mean, this is the first time in a long time we've been out rebounded by a double-digit margin. But with that said, we knocked down a lot of shots, and that's what I've been asking for our kids to do, and they stepped up. But still a little bit of a Jekyll Hyde. I mean, we've shoot 2 quarters over 50%, and then 2 other quarters where we're significantly below 50%. So we've still got to continue to play, increase our percentages throughout.
Would you talk a little bit about what happened in the third quarter? I'll let the door open for you.
Yeah. Well, Central played us more zone than any other team in our non-conference and conference schedule has played us. So I was actually surprised because that they would play that much, because they're switching man, especially with Jewel Cotton as a 3. Who's really a 4, at 6'2" is great length, and Cassie Breen at the 2 is 5'10". So we really anticipated more man than zone, yet they played closer to probably 60-40 with that said. So we still had a bunch of shot attempts at the arc and got some good looks inside. I thought our balance was good, being able to attack, but their zone slowed us down a little bit in that third quarter, in my opinion. But we knew they would try and make a run coming out of halftime, and we were ready for that. But we will continue to work against zones and mans for upcoming game on Wednesday.
In the third quarter, they had that 17-point run. Would have been easy to just say, you know what, this is a team that can score like that. Look, and not try and find a way to keep up with him, which obviously you did in the fourth quarter. Can you talk a little bit about the kids' heart in the fourth quarter?
I thought the communication in timeouts, in huddles on the floor, heads were up even after made shots and missed shots, and there was a different bounce in our step at both ends in that quarter. There was a lot of positive energy, and everybody fed off that, and that was neat to see. And we have battled getting disheartened after making good plays without the ball going in, or good defensive possessions without getting stops. And I thought we really had a lot of positive energy in to counter that run.
Is that then the takeaway from this? I mean, long story short, Presley Hudson's Presley Hudson, but we came out with energy. If we keep carrying that, this can be different.
Yes, just a couple more defensive rebounds, and that's when you look at second chance points, they doubled us up 27-13. That was a big difference, and that's a team where their threes can get them going, but if their threes aren't going by everyone, granted they had only 3 kids hit a 3 tonight, and they've got multiple kids that can do that. Okay, multiple kids that can go for 6, 7, 8 3-pointers made on their team, but if the three's not going as much as it has been in the past few games for them, then they hang their hat on the defensive glass. Our offensive glass, and that's what we need to do to clean up. So they really got a bunch of second chance points when we're bad on, but there's a couple loose ball deflections that ended up in their hands that I thought were untimely for us to have. But with that said, can't fault the effort of our kids. The energy that they had, they played like they can today, but Credit Central, I mean, they're first place right now, and they have done a good job being able to score and rebound, and that's been a big difference for them, and Presley Hudson's been an unbelievable X factor for them as well.
You mentioned their length, and can you talk about only having 11 turnovers despite the length? And I mean, you could see people overplaying lanes on passes. Cotton did it several times.
I think their length probably disrupted us more in the half court with us trying to get open. So it took a little bit longer to get open, more so I think that's another factor. In the third quarter in particular, we kind of stagnated a little bit because they were using their length and denying passing lanes, and we had to use some dribble entries more so, and as well. But at the end of the day, this is a fantastic MAC game, and this is what you would expect, and I was really pleased with our kids, and we will look to have that same effort and same positive takeaways in the upcoming MAC games.
Can you talk about the emotion on the bench after Sid hits the 3? I mean, was it bigger after Sid's 3 or after you get the miss from Hudson, so you don't have that deja vu and you get to go to overtime?
Both are big plays. It was neat for her to make it. That's something you play in your driveway. Everyone does a 3-2-1 countdown, and we had run a handful of sideline out of bounds. We drew something up because we had shown our cards with a couple other things that we had done. So they executed well out of a timeout, and we got it. But we knew the ball was going to be in Presley Hudson's hands at the end, and because that kid's a playmaker. And I thought there was good energy at both. But at the end of the day, you got to corral that, and then it's brand new 5 minutes.